So, white people. Question. What does it feel like to be white?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into a topic that is complex, sensitive, and often avoided. How do white people feel about being white in America? Before we start, this is not about shame or blame. It is about understanding identity, privilege, history, and how people relate to their own race in the context of American society. So let's talk about it. Watch and pay attention, and I will share my thought later.
White people. Question. What does it feel like to be white? Especially if you're white in America. I mean, if you're not in America and you're white, you can answer this question, but especially if you're white and American, how does that feel? I know being a black person, especially a black woman, one of the biggest issues is that we're always exhausted carrying our entire race on our backs. We always feel like a monolith, even though we're not a monolith, in that one of us can mess up and it would make the entire race look bad. And I'm sure it's the same way for Mexicans and, indigenous people, but I never hear white people talk about stuff like that. So let me know. Stitch, duet, whatever. But how does it feel? White people. Question. What does it feel like to be white? Especially if you're white in America.
Imagine being a race that you're not allowed to be proud of. That's how it feels to be white. If I was to make a post on Facebook and I said I'm proud to be white, I'd be the most racist person there was. That's how it feels to be white. Imagine being blamed for things you were not even a part of. That's how it feels to be white. We have all these occasions throughout the year. We have Black History Month, we have Juneteenth, we have Pride Month. If we was to celebrate being white, that'd be a no-go. That's how it feels to be white. You have your cable channels. You have BET, Black Entertainment. If we created a channel that was called WHlTE, White Entertainment, that'd be a no-go. That's how it feels to be white. If we speak up on racism, we're hated by some of our own kind and other races. That's how it feels to be white. Have the day you deserve.
White people.
Hi, white person here. Now imagine if white people started their videos with black people. That's ugly.
Question.
What's your question?
What does it feel like to be white?
What does it feel like to be white?
Especially if you're white in America.
White in America, that changes the whole thing because white in America is not always that great. This is coming from an immigrant. Before moving to the United States, color of the skin was never the topic of any conversation. Nobody cared. But then I moved to the United States and suddenly my skin color became important. Why?
I know being a black person, especially a black woman, one of the biggest issues is that we're always exhausted.
White people are tired as well. One of the things that we're tired of is seeing videos like yours where the video starts with white people. Why do we need to make a difference between white, black, purple, green, whatever? Why don't you start a video with people or women or I don't know, narrow it down. Stop saying white people because guess what? We would start our videos like that. We would be called racist. How does it feel being white and living in the United States? I can tell you this, it feels amazing.
Some black lady made a post that says, white people, how does it feel to be white? Okay, well, this is how it feels to be white. Imagine being a race that you're not allowed to be proud of. If I put up that I'm proud to be white, people would comment that I'm the most racist person in the world. All right, imagine being blamed for something that you were never a part of. Okay, so also, on top of that, imagine that you can't get a job now because of the color of your skin. Like literally they tell you that we are not hiring any white people right now. We need more people of ethnicity here. Imagine being straight and white and Christian. You're like the triple threat of hatred. Imagine being told that you have an ideology that you don't have. Like, just because you're white, you're racist. So that's what it's like to be white.
And the one idea is how we are going to exterminate white people, because that, in my estimation, is the only conclusion I have come to. We have to exterminate white people off of the face of the planet to solve this problem.
You all right?
Are you okay? Oh, I'm feeling better than ever.
You are right.
Yes, I'm all right.
Are you racist?
Am I what?
Whether you think that these people now, why you stay
You said,
here?
are you racist?
Am I racist?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a racist. Why do you ask that?
Well,
Why is it that people who stand up for America and who want to protect our own borders, why are we always trying to be backed up with the racist thing? I'm standing here with a black man. If I was a racist, this is my brother right here. If I'm standing with him, how can I be a racist?
Are you a racist?
No.
So why would you ask him if he's a racist?
Well, let me see.
Why would you ask that question?
Why
I'd
you
like to know
stay
why
here?
And you
Why?
asking him because he's white and you want to get away with this racist remark. Are you a racist?
No.
So why is it that he a racist because he's standing up
Do you
for the
like
country?
the Latin people? Do you like
Do
them?
you like them? No. Do you like them?
Yeah,
Do you
I
like
Latin
America?
people.
Do you like America?
Yeah.
Then what's the problem? You should be out here picking it with us. That's a dumb question to ask. You're asking that question so you can use it on your program to make him look like a racist. Why don't you ask me am I racist? Because I'm black, right? I love America too, and I think these illegal aliens need to be shipped back to their country. So why is that racist? You're a racist for asking him that question.
Thank you, Jesse.
And you're only doing it because he's white, and that's what you're going to show on your report tonight. You shouldn't play that kind of game. That's a dumb question.
Shame on you.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yes.
You're in America taking advantage of all the benefits that America has to offer, and your only comment, are you a racist? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Are you here legal?
For many white Americans, being white is something that is rarely questioned. That is part of what is called racial invisibility, when your race is not a daily source of tension or reflection. But as the conversations about race, privilege, and systemic inequality grow louder, more white people are beginning to think deeply about what their whiteness means. White Americans express a wide range of emotions about their racial identity, from pride to discomfort, from confusion to a sense of responsibility. Some feel proud of their heritage, culture, or family history. Others struggle with guilt tied to America's legacy of slavery, colonization, and racial inequality. And many are just trying to figure out what it all means in a world that is rapidly changing. And it is okay to feel all of that. Identity is not one-dimensional, but being honest about how you feel is the first step toward deeper understanding and growth. One of the most controversial but important ideas in this conversation is white privilege. Some people hear that and get defensive. I work hard for what I have, and that is fair. Hard work is real. But privilege does not mean you did not struggle. It just means your race probably was not the reason for those struggles. Understanding that can lead to empathy, and that empathy is the bridge to change. Many white people ask, what should I do? The question is not about feeling guilt. It is about listening, learning, speaking up, and showing up. Whether that is educating yourself, having uncomfortable conversations, or supporting policies that promote equity, there is always something meaningful you can do. So, how do white people feel about being white in America? The honest answer, there is no single answer, but we are in a time where more people are waking up, asking questions, and reckoning with the past, and that is a good thing. Race is complicated, identity is personal, but progress starts with conversation, and that is what we are doing right now. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.